Okay. I am Kadojo. I play the wizard Varus.
I'm Robert, and I am playing Crag, the Hildorf cleric.
I am Stormwolf. I am playing Jambin, the folk hero fighter.
I am Big Dirt, and I will be playing Eamon this evening, the rogue.
The closer.
Oh, sir.
And I am Fadikin, and I will be playing Edward Clavel, the noble fighter. Last night we left the inn and went out to the farm of our rogue's aunt, I guess it was, and the Alderley farm. We gained a little bit more information. Found out our rogue may be a pedophile. We're not real sure yet. But then we went to Sildor Manor, went down into the basement through the rubble of the kitchen, and we encountered a few of the Redbrand bandits, slayed them, freed some of the captives that we found down there, and we're right now locked up in the armory, taking a rest and kind of recuperating, healing some of our wounds.
You guys definitely were doing that. Nice recap too, guys. So you guys had an interesting night, especially towards the end there, with Varus getting a bunch of telepathic communications with a Nothic.
Nah.
So I thought it was pretty funny how you guys thought it was the rings talking to you and stuff. I mean, it could be. You still don't know 100%. I mean, we'll have to find out. But anyway, you guys are here. You just started resting. Is anyone changing any memorized spells or anything? Or are you guys gonna just stay the status quo and continue?
Stay the status quo.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to change any of my spells.
Alright, so I rolled for a random encounter, and you had 8 hours of uninterrupted rest.
What's interrupted? What's the number?
It would
What's
be,
the number?
Well, it just depends on the situation. Now, seeing that you guys are in a hideout, usually it's 17, 18, 19, 20 for daytime. 17, 18, 19, 20 for nighttime. But seeing that you guys are in a hideout or a stronghold, I actually made random encounter. I put it at a 13 or above. So I rolled a 9, obviously. You guys didn't have a random encounter. Now, if there was a random encounter, then I would have pulled some ruffians out, and you guys would have had to battle some ruffians in this close quarter. So.
Okay.
But nope, you guys had 8 hours of uninterrupted rest. You're able to get back all of your hit points. You all get back 1 healing surge, because you only during a long rest, I believe you get back half of your hit dice, so it doesn't go all the way back.
We only get 1.
Yep. So you guys will get 1 of those back, and you guys cannot do this again until the next day, because you can only do 1 of these long rests and recuperate everything once in a 24-hour period. So, but there you go. You guys got all your spell slots back. All that stuff. You still have your inspiration. I'm not going to take those from you, because those are rewards. So really, it's not like the action point system in 4E. So Varus and Amon, you still both have inspiration points that you can use later on. So whenever you want to use one, just take your token, or let me know if we're not on the board. Just let me know you want to use it and all that good stuff. Alright, so what are you guys doing? You guys had a nice rest. Everybody deduct 1 ration from your character sheet as well.
If I remember correctly, I believe our plan was to check out one of these doors in this area.
Yeah.
Wild thing.
I'm going to go back over here, Dave, to this sarcophagus and get the ring back out of it that I put back in it yesterday.
The Carcipicus.
Yeah, I'm gonna quickly grab
We
that.
went and got
Before the
those
rest.
rings before we went back into our.
Oh, we did?
Yes,
Yeah.
we did.
Oh, okay. All right, so we all got our rings
Yeah.
back. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry about
Yes,
that.
we did.
Didn't know for sure.
Thanks for playing, Dirt. You were falling asleep on the couch last night towards the end of the game, so
I was.
I think
I had
you
a
might
little-
have missed that.
I had
You
a
guys
little
will
drool
notice.
going and everything.
You guys in the stream, you guys notice that Dirt pronounces sarcophagus Carciphagus, so I'm starting to pronounce them Carciphagus, so it's just sort of like a funny thing to do. All right, so you guys had several back in this cavern. You guys had several things you needed to deal with. Well, not deal with, but you had several different passageways that you could have gone. You found the entrance down to the southeast. You have this other cavern to the pure south. You have this busted bridge now.
Yeah,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
yeah, I'm gonna go down here and look to see if the body's still there.
It has definitely been gnawed on, that's for sure. The body has definitely been gnawed on. You can see that without even getting close to it. Without even going 20 feet down into that crevice, you notice that body has been munched on.
Okay, I think that we
Yummy.
had planned on going over here and going through
North.
the north door, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
That's why I moved myself over to that direction.
Okay.
Wait,
so-
where's the rogue? Oh, there he is. So small.
Yeah. So I want you to do I want everyone to do actually, I don't want you to do that. I want to do actually a roll, so I need to see if they see this Nothic. They didn't see it the first time, but I need to see if they notice him this time. He does have stealth is +5. Okay. Continue, guys. Sorry. They do
What
not
are we
see the
rolling for?
Nothic. It was just me rolling, just doing a random
Oh,
roll
okay.
to make you guys wonder what I'm doing.
Cool.
Everybody has a 10 or 13 passive perception. I rolled a 14.
I guess I'll go over here
So they
Dave,
didn't
and
see the
stand by
Nothic.
these guys, but I'm not going to actually go into that opening where they are. I'm going to hang out here in this corner.
Okay, you're gonna hang out. So you jumped across. Go ahead and give me an acrobatics check. Actually, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Give me a.
Oh, you didn't see it?
No, I didn't. I
'Cause I
saw
came
you.
down. Oh,
Did
I
you
came
go
down
on the
here.
ladder?
yeah.
Okay, all
And then
right,
I came over here.
all right. Sounds good.
But I want
s-
to be like in this little corner right here. Is where I want to
Okay.
be, but I want to be hiding.
Sounds good.
Before I cross the bridge, I stomp on it to make sure it's not going to break.
Do not stomp on it.
You're fine. You don't have a problem with it.
Yeah, you got remember.
Just for future reference,
Exactly,
that should be
Noigo.
the first thing
Nothing
you do.
to see here.
You got to remember, I did check the North Bridge yesterday,
Well,
but I didn't.
That's still a 50% failure rate.
If the moderators can spam the straw poll for tonight and the game tonight, I would totally appreciate it. I know you guys are on top of it anyway, but thank you guys. Not every second, but every little bit.
Well, I guess I will go down here to this north door and I guess I will look at it and see if I can see anything that may
User
You
left
know.
your channel.
Exactly,
Mate.
Jeff.
look like any signs of a trap or something like that.
You know what? Now that I think about it, I'm going to stay back here in case something comes out of that door. And decides it has magical ability.
So you're checking the north door there, Edward?
That's correct. 17.
You don't notice anything. Enough for
Is
your
that-
for your skills anyway. It's kind of funny how the fighter is checking for traps and stuff. It's kind of crazy.
Well, I have
actually.
better perception than the rogue.
But what he's getting at is Like, that's not something that normally the fighter would do if there's a rogue in the group.
I give negatives
That's why I
for
can't
fighters.
understand
big
as a
time.
rogue why I have no bump on my perception checks. That is, I don't know who created this character, but
It's
yeah.
just the character that is.
Yeah, I know.
Wazgob, thank you for the follow, and Cerberus 133. Thank
But
you
like
for
he
the
said, he
follows,
has a
guys.
better chance of being something than I do.
Well, if he's looking for a trap, then there could be penalties involved in that roll as well after he rolls, because that's something that he's not really proficient in.
Well,
And
let me tell him then. I'll say,
look for the needles. Look
But-
for the gears.
look, dude, you don't know what you're doing. Let me have a crack at that. Oh God, let's see how bad this guy is.
All right, so I will move back and let the rogue out.
So I take a good look at it, and
You actually see that this door was trapped.
oh, I don't know, man. You might have missed this right here. And I point at.
And it looks like there's a long nail type of needle that will jab out of the door towards the handle in multiple positions. So you see that there's 6 holes around the handle. So you know that this device works is if you turn the handle, 6 needles will definitely jab out of the false panels in the door. So you know that it's probably not got something good. It's probably poisonous or something. You've seen this many of times in your travels.
I vote
Thanks.
Nerd opens it.
I explained to him that I think that this is one of those needle traps that I've seen a million times in my life, and that if the fighter had been paying a
This
little more
isn't in the
attention, he
module.
might
This
have
is
seen it.
mine. I add a lot of extra things
I'm
in
gonna
case you
reprimand
guys
him on,
didn't know.
Doing things haphazardly. And then I'm going to take out my kit, my burglar, or my thieves' tools, and I'm going to
Katatafish, YouTube, thank you for the follow.
I'm going to break the
Disarm.
trap. Yeah, thank you. Disarm the trap. That's the word I was looking for. I was
He's
going
gonna
to disarm.
Caravicus.
Just gonna take
I was gonna
those tools out,
Gravicus
drop
the
them on
door.
the floor, and grab the door handle and turn it.
He's going to Karsophagai it.
Yeah. So, what do you want me to roll for that, Dave?
That will be a 1d20. Does it have anything about your thieves tools on your sheet? You should have thieves tools.
Yeah.
Thieves
Yep.
tools, if I'm not
I do.
mistaken. We'll just
I do.
go ahead and I believe it. You
Doesn't
add
that
in your
give him an
proficiency.
advantage?
Let's double check. I don't know if it gives advantage. Let me check real quick. I'm sure it's probably in the equipment section. Stand by.
That would be hilarious if a door has an advantage over a human.
No, I just think I was thinking something. It said something about giving advantage, but I may be thinking of something else.
Yeah, I don't think it actually gives advantage.
May have something to do with proficiency or something. Then.
Expertise. When you make a dexterity, stealth check, or a check using thieves' tools, your proficiency bonus is doubled.
To any proficiency with a tool allows you to add your proficiency bonus to any ability check you make using that tool. So there you go. Right there, I have it highlighted in my book. So you get to
That's
add
cool.
your proficiency, which is 2,
Mm-hmm.
on top of your roll.
So 1d20 plus 2.
Pretty much. That's it. Maybe you would add.
The closer's
my-
back, people.
I'm back.
Let's see. I'm trying to. Well, it's not gonna matter anyway. So.
I was trying to roll a natural 1 to match my natural 20 is what I was trying for, but
Yeah, you hear a
Screwed
couple
up.
of, as you get into the you get on your knees and you start messing around with all of the gears and mechanisms, and there you go. You
You know,
think
a
that
1
it's,
would have been more preferable because you could have re-rolled it.
You know what we should do when you guys do skill checks like that and everything? I think we should start doing those as like a private tell to me, so I can see them, so where everybody else can see them. You know, it's like everybody saw your roll of a 4, and they know
Right.
that you totally failed that roll.
Mhm.
So I think that after tonight, we'll
Well, you're gonna
we'll
show
go
us
and
how
make
to
some.
do that mod.
Yeah, well, I'll put some macros on your sheet for like a slash GM skill check roll, and then you guys will be able to send that skill check to me to where I can only see it, and then I can
Oh, the
reply to
whisper?
you. Yeah, and then I can reply a whisper back to you saying, "Yep, you're good to go," or whatever. And then you can basically RP it out with the party. I think that would actually, in a virtual tabletop setting, I think that would be actually the best thing to do, because we all know
agree.
that you failed that roll. And so, but anyways, you think it's good to go? You heard a couple gears clicking around in there, and you're like, yeah, good to
So I
go.
look back at the fighter and I say, okay, man, I got it. You can go now.
Oh, Dave, would we still be able to? I mean, like, if we did that roll, would we still be able to see it, or just you?
Just me. I'm the
So
only
we-
person that will be able to see the skill check roll.
So the person who did the roll will not be able to see what they rolled.
They can see it, sure. Of course, they can see it, because it'll send it in a like a yellow box. Instead of being in a blue box, it'll send it in a yellow box. Yellow box means private tell, blue means local. So, you know, the color, the background of the chat box. So, here,
Okay.
here, let me show you. Let me send you a tell real quick. See how that box was yellow? That means
Yeah.
that you're the only one that can see it. So all you have to do is do /w space whatever the name is, and it'll send it automatically. And you can do rolls that way as well. So like GM rolls, stuff like. Well, I can do GM roll, and then you can send me rolls as well. So I'll change your character sheets, give you a skill check, so that way, hey, the whole party's not going to know that you just failed that check. I think it'll add much more immersion into the game as well.
Well, for
Good stuff.
immersion's sake, can we pretend that we didn't see that roll?
You
and
can
play it out
pretend,
like
yeah,
that, please?
exactly. That's what I expect you guys to do.
Yeah, you're
anyway.
not supposed to metagame.
Because that's
yeah.
what I try to do every time.
Yeah, of course. So there you go.
So I look back at the fighter and I say, okay, I think I got it.
Okay,
All
before
right,
we start back
so-
up again, a rogue would realize that he fucked the trap up. Just saying.
I said, so I look at him and I say, okay, well, why don't you crack the door open and look in, you know, since you're so stealthy, you should be able to look in there and see what's going on.
I smell metagaming. And with that, I kick the door as hard as I can to kick it open, Dave.
When you kick the door open, a bunch of needles shoot out towards the handle, and nothing. Since you kicked the door, I'm sure you probably kicked it at the lower part of the door, right? Or the around from where the handle isn't,
Right.
where it's not at.
Middle of the door.
So yeah, you see there's 6 of these long, pointy needles actually touching the handle now, and it seems like there's like a green, sticky liquid on the handle now.
And then I look back at the fighter and I go, oops. Maybe I didn't get this one.
I walk up there. And grab him by the hand. Does it look like you got it now? And rub his face in it.
You call
Alright.
yourself a rogue?
Make a grapple check.
Huh.
You're rubbing his face in it? Alright, so that is the northern door, correct?
There's a grapple check.
Next time you say something like that, we're going to go with it, so...
Well,
Let
I mean,
me-
I could cure him right afterwards.
Yeah, let me open this up.
Well, halflings are immune to poison anyway, so. Or they have resistance to poison.
I thought that's dwarves. I think.
Halflings are too, depending on which halfling he is.
Oh, that's true.
If he's a lightfoot or a stout, he'll. Or whatever the heck. Yeah, I think it's stout.
There you go. This is what you see. This room appears to be a wizard's workshop. A rat scurries across the floor and takes refuge under a large work table set up with alembics, retorts, distillation coils, and other alchemical devices.
Ooh.
All of it stewing and bubbling away. There are also bookshelves that are crowded with sheaves of parchment and strange-looking tombs as well. And those are on the west wall.
Tombs or tomes?
Parchment and the tomes, the TOMES tomes, not tomb.
Okay.
TOMB. Yep, those are tomes. Did I say tombs?
Yeah,
My
Yes.
at first. But
bad. That's my hillbilly
whatever.
myth coming out of me. Going to the Chinese buffet.
I think that we should check the other door in the room first, guys.
That room to the east?
You can't even see that yet.
Yeah,
I'm-
don't metagame
I'm
that,
thinking-
Dirt. No, actually, Dirt can see it. He's right there. He's in the room.
Yeah.
I come up and says, "Okay, guys, what
All
did you
right,
see?"
we're all in the room. Can I check this door for magical traps?
Sure, you want to do an Arcana check? Absolutely, you can do that on the eastern door.
And I'll check it for mechanical.
You don't see anything, Robert. You don't see any kind of magical incantations or runes or anything like that. Dirt, it's good to go for you as well.
Okay.
Wild thing!
Dave,
You walk everything!
Dave, can you do an arcane check to look over these scrolls and parchment and tombs?
Sure. Yeah, you can do a. Well, I mean, there's quite a few. There's 4 bookshelves, so. I mean, what are you wanting to actually do?
Kind of want to see if there's any spell books or spells.
Okay.
Hey,
All right. So as you're looking, you've seen books like this before, actually. These are all books that where it's mastering the art of brewing potions and concocting mixtures. And all of these books and notes that are scattered around these 4 shelves are basic text. So they really don't have any kind of value. These are more books that you would find in the tower for like an apprentice mage. There's really no advanced type of procedures. But that's pretty much what all the books, parchments, texts. It's just basic recipe stuff for making potions, poisons, stuff like that.
Huh, potions
Hey,
for dummies. Hey, Rogue,
Dave, I'd like
I got
to
a book
look
for you.
I'd like to look underneath this table here that I'm standing by.
Okay, you look under the table, you don't see anything, but you find a lot of stuff on top of the table.
Oh,
A lot of
Yeah.
things
The table.
boiling, and it's like I was
Can-
saying in the description.
Okay.
There's
Yeah,
coils,
Dave.
devices, all kinds of alembics, retorts, all that good stuff.
Dave, can you do an arcane check to see what this guy was trying to brew?
How about seeing that you check that? Let's let everybody get a turn, and then I'll come back to you. So, Dirt, you looked under the table. There's nothing there. How about you, Jambin? What are you doing? You've been quiet in this room.
I'm just staring at whatever's on top of the table, trying to figure out what the hell's going on
They're
there.
feisty tonight, aren't they?
And I'm just gonna turn to Kadojo and see what he has to say about the table.
Well, there's some other beakers and vials of some substances as well. Besides besides all of the other equipment and bubbling beakers and cans of sterno and cans of sterno, everything that's keeping everything heated and bubbled. Yeah, there's a couple. There's like a rack of about 3 or 4 different substances as well. So you basically point that out to him. Now, Edward, what are you doing? You've been quiet as well in here.
Oh, I'm going to do animal handling check on the the rat. I'm going to see if I can catch it and tell if it's some type of familiar or something like that.
I hope he bites you and you get rabies.
Okay, well, it's like he did scurry under the table, and when, Dirt or the closer looked under the table, there was nothing there. So the rat basically climbed down into a hole that was on the
Oh,
floor.
okay.
Yeah, sorry, I should have been a little bit more descriptive about that, and I apologize about that. But yeah, even
Well,
you can look under the table from where you're at, and you don't see anything under the table.
Okay.
Kind of, you scared the shit out of that rat, and he went down into his hole.
All right. Well, I guess I'll just kind of hang back right now and kind of watch this door that we came in, make sure, kind of listen intently to see if there's anything, any bandits or anything like that coming up this hallway.
Okay. All right, so Kadojo, what are you doing again?
I'm going to do an arcane check to see what the person is trying to create with all these potions.
Well, as you're, let's see, as you're looking through it, you're not able to actually determine what he's brewing. However, when you are looking throughout the table, looking over the table, looking at all of the other things that are on there, you do notice that there are several small bottles that have some rare ingredients, that are actually kind of uncommon in this area. And you find a vial of mercury, a vial of dragon bile, and some powdered nightshade. And these definitely have some value to them. So you think you could probably, with the amount that you have here, you estimate that this is probably worth about 75 gold, which is actually quite a bit.
Okay, Dave, then I grab all the good ingredients, put them in a pouch, and I guess restock some of my more basic supplies if I can.
Okay. Give me one more check, actually. One more
Arcane
arcane
check?
Yeah, give me one more Arcana check.
Hello.
Yeah. So whenever you see that mercury, you start to look over everything else on the table, and it looks like somebody was trying to. What it looks like, just a hint of somebody maybe trying to make potions of invisibility.
Oh, cow. Okay, so I guess I tell the rest of the group that someone was trying to make potions of invisibility. Can I tell if they succeeded or not,
Or maybe they did and they're still here.
That's what I'm asking. That's why I'm asking Dave. Can I tell if they succeeded or?
No, it's still in the process. Nothing's actually been made. So
Awesome.
Can I tell?
Empty vials or anything. What do you mean? If you can tell what?
Can I tell how long it's going to be before the potion, or how far along it is?
Give me an arcane check. Give me one more Arcana check.
Ugh.
You have. This is a little bit past your knowledge, so you don't think you would have the knowledge, even with going through the text and everything again, looking at all the inscriptions and runes in the books. You don't think you could probably pull it off. And then after several more minutes, all of the liquids start to turn a little bit more of a darker color, and then it starts to have like a putrid smell, and you're able to determine that whatever was being made, somebody was here, but the potion and all of the liquid and everything is ruined now. So